Here is the full video of what happened in court today, February 10, 2025. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speaks with passion in court, condemns legal misinterpretations ruining Nigeria. In yet another dramatic courtroom moment, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, voiced his frustration over what he described as a disturbing lack of legal knowledge that continues to cripple Nigeria's justice system. Standing before a group of journalists inside court, his voice rang with conviction as he pointed to Nigeria's own legal provisions, emphasizing that the Chief Justice of Nigeria has no authority to dictate judicial decisions to Justice Binta Nyako. His words echoed across the courtroom, a stark reminder of the battle between power and legal integrity. Kanu did not mince words regarding his cause, declaring with unwavering certainty, "It is my right to agitate for Biafra. There is nothing anyone can do about it. I have committed no crime by seeking self-determination." His defiance was met with tense silence, his words carrying the weight of a long-standing struggle, one that has cost lives, divided opinions, and tested the limits of Nigeria's legal framework. His courtroom declaration was more than just a legal argument. It was a cry against oppression, a challenge to the system, and an assertion of what he believes to be his undeniable rights. As he stood his ground, it became clear that this was not just a legal battle, but a fight for identity, justice, and history itself. Whether or not his words will shift the tides of his fate remains uncertain, but one thing is sure: Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not be silenced. Court adjourns Nnamdi Kanu's trial indefinitely. Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court, Abuja, has indefinitely adjourned the trial of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. The decision made on Monday follows Kanu's insistence that Nyako cannot preside over his case, citing her previous recusal. Earlier in January, Kanu filed a petition against Justice Nyako before the National Judicial Council, accusing her of judicial misconduct in handling his trial. And days later, the IPOB leader called for his case to be transferred to the southeast, if no judge at the Federal High Court in Abuja is willing to preside over it, apart from Justice Binta Nyako. Dear Binta Nyako and the federal government, you cannot jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you know it. In summary, when the court session began, Bar Aloy asked Binta Nyako why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case was still in her hand given she recused, and why they were seated in her court. Binta Nyako said she recused, took Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's file to the Chief Justice of Nigeria, but he refused and returned the file to her to continue with the case. Instead of Binta Nyako to retire honorably, she has decided to mess her entire years as a San in a desperate bid to save her husband at the detriment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You recused yourself from the case. You still came back to the case. If this doesn't scream desperation, tell me what it is. Watch the video.
He did something in my case. I recused him. He was conscious official. I asked him to recuse himself. Why did the Chief Judge insist I must hear it? He left my case.
Okay, listen. If anybody is not happy with the case, which is true, then you need to go and
No, I cannot. Because I have a court order. I have a court order. You have recused yourself. I have a court order. Anybody who disagrees with this order of court, go to appeal court. That's what you tell me all the time. You are conscious official. You cannot preside over this case number again. Not in this life. You cannot. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. A woman over here cannot force this court to preside on my case. You cannot. Not today, not till forever. You are recused and you stand recused. Tell the Chief Judge, Nnamdi Kanu said, go on appeal. I recused him from my case. The state recused Justice Adema from my case. I did not insist Adema must hear my case. I never insisted. So why must you insist to hear my case? I don't want you in my case. I don't need you in my case. You are biased. You are biased. You cannot be in my case. A woman should do the right thing. A chairman of the board of Benja's constitution is impropriety. Nowhere in the world is such nonsense done. You cannot be hobnobbing with lawyers, hobnobbing with justices, and you're proceeding a case. It's shameful. Absolutely shameful. Shameful. This is a record of law. This is a shrine to injustice. And I will not subject myself to it. You stand recused and you must take my case. You cannot write me. This man is not paying attention. There is an order of recusal, and he's a senior advocate, for goodness sake. There's an order of recusal. Is that not the rule of law? The law says if you disagree with this, you go and appeal. You are a grown-up man. Because of 300 million, you're behaving like a child. Go and appeal. Because of money. Because of money they're paying you from APF surface, you are here standing as voting evil. Because of money. A grown-up man like you, you say you have to behave like a man of honor. The rule of law says you go and appeal. His Lordship Peter, you will not try my case. Not on this planet Earth, I'm telling you that now. So stop wasting your time.
So that paradise, as I said, is view of his past, that the defendant has indicated that he will not make a formal application. I apply that the Lordship was a safety day for hearing.
You are not well. You are not well. I'm telling you, this God am not well. This is an order of God. An order of God says, Justice Beta Nyako is recused. An order of God. Order she made as an order. The same Chief Justice writing the stupid memo he's writing. I recused him. He was functus official. He sat on appeal. I took him to NJC. I recused him. Why did he not say, I must sit on your case? Why in the case of his Lordship is he insisting? He wants to embarrass her. He wants to embarrass your Lordship by asking her to come and sit on this case. Is that what you're saying? There's an order of, give it to him. He doesn't have it. Give him an order of court. It's an order of court. Give it to him. He doesn't have it. An order, give it. He doesn't have it. It's an order of court. It's an order of court.
I ask your permission to address you. But let me tell the defendant that in everything life, there's need for wisdom. And wisdom is very important in this matter.
And telling lies.
It is not right for you to be insulting the teacher.
If you insult yourself, I will insult you. If you have no respect for yourself, I will insult you. Because people are telling the law, when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu, you turn the law upside down. The law says one thing. If the law says this paper is white, when I go to court, they say it's black. When I say it's black, they say it's white. Is that law? I'm asking you, a senior advocate of Nigeria, is that law? Is the memo from Chief Judge? Is memo from Chief Judge sufficient to set aside and a court order? The answer is no. Why do you want to change the law in my own case? His Lordship, Justice Nnamdi stand recused in my case. Cannot try me. Why don't you get it? Give me your definite date for trial so you can do your mathematics you always do. People without shame. I have here before me for the benefit of Chief Awomolo because it seems he doesn't know the law. So I will tell him, this is national judicial policy of this country. Please give them a copy each. National judicial policy of Nigeria. National judicial policy. I will tell you what it says. Because you don't know, I will tell you. Talking about memo from the Chief Judge of the High Court. Judicial policy of Nigeria. 1C. I'm reading. Govt. In the performance of judicial functions, the judge is subject only to the law and must only consider the law. The rule of law in every common law jurisdiction in the world is that once an order of court is entered, the only way to set aside is by going on appeal. That's the rule of law. You're a senior advocate, you don't know. I will go to see. A judge must not take or attempt to take orders or instructions of any kind from anyone, even the Chief Judge, from anybody that may influence his decisions in the performance of judicial function. It means that His Lordship, having entered an order of court, a decision between myself and her, the woman that I love very much, and she knows it, between me and her, she entered an
Nnamdi Kanu, ka o dozie obodo anyị ka mụ na gị biri ibe ndụ. Nnamdi Kanu bụ ọmarịcha nwa Chineke nyere ụmụ Biafra ka o dozie obodo anyị ka mụ na gị biri ibe ndụ. Okwu ọnụ ya ije ụkwụ ya omume ya bụrụ enyi ya kọmputa. Okwu ọnụ ya ije ụkwụ ya Chineke nyere ụmụ Biafra ka o dozie obodo anyị ka mụ na gị biri ibe ndụ. Nnamdi Kanu ọmarịcha nwa Chineke nyere ụmụ Biafra ka o dozie obodo anyị ka mụ na gị biri ibe ndụ. Okwu ọnụ ya ije ụkwụ ya omume ya bụrụ enyi ya kọmputa.